Hello there! The Hanyu Yuzuru word list. Ice skating. Everyone loves it here. I can't watch it. I get too nervous. If I'm watching ice skating, all I do is worry they're going to fall over. So I just can't enjoy it. I spend the whole time, don't fall over, don't fall over. So I can't enjoy it. But it's very skillful, and Yuzuru HANYU, he won the gold last year, didn't he? And this story is about him getting back into it. Vocab Voyage members, as always, you've got your word list with your Japanese and English there. You've got all the scripts I send you, and you can talk to me whenever you want. Word 1, unfathomable. The pressure on Shinzo Abe to turn around the Japanese economy is unfathomable. Unfathomable means it can't be measured. Fathoms is a measure of how deep the ocean is. Unfathomable means it can't be measured. So it's talking about the stress on Yuzuru HANYU. It's unfathomable. You just can't imagine it. Number 2, pressure. Oh, I talked about pressure already. I always feel a lot of pressure when I have a new student. Pressure means you can put pressure on yourself, or other people can put pressure on you. It's like pushing. It's like making you feel you have to do something. I have to do well. Peer pressure is when friends make their other friends smoke cigarettes and stuff. Yeah, the other friends say, "Quit, smoke the cigarette." You have. That's pressure. Pressure. Setback. The team who are decommissioning the Fukushima Daiichi plant have faced lots of setbacks. A setback is everything's going along nicely, and a problem. They've had lots of setbacks. They've had explosions, they've had leaking water, they've had pressure from the international media, so they've had lots of setbacks, things which put you back. Set means to put, back means to back, puts you back. Defend. This year, the All Blacks defend their world champion title. To defend is you have something. Soldiers defend a town. Okay, they defend the country. If you're a sportsman and you've won a title like Yuzuru HANYU has, he is defending his next Olympics. He will defend his Olympic title. He will try to. Pin up. When I walked into my sister's room, the walls were covered with pictures of various pin-up boys. A pin-up is a boy or a girl who is attractive enough to be pinned up on someone's wall and seen as an attractive thing. Okay, so Hanyu Yuzuru, he has been seen as a pin-up. Undergo. When I started my new job, they told me I would have to undergo some training. To undergo is to be subject to a process. Okay? The training was a process. The process was carried out on me. I had to undergo it. I underwent it. Surgery. In a couple of months' time, I will have surgery to remove 4 wisdom teeth. Surgery is when the doctor puts you to sleep with a general anesthetic, and you go to sleep and he starts working inside you. Maybe on your arms or your legs, or me, it's my teeth. Okay, when doctors put you to sleep and they're working on you, fixing you. Compete. The mother told her 2 children that they shouldn't try and compete against each other too much, that she loved them both. To compete is to try and beat someone. If you are competing in a competition, you're trying to beat the other people. So to compete is to repeating myself, beat other people. Huh? If you're competitive, you like to compete. You like to win. Commercial. Right now I am sitting in the commercial center of Sapporo. I'm in Chuoku, I'm in downtown Sapporo. It's where all the commerce happens, it's where all the business happens. Commercial is where all the shops and all the offices and factories and everything are. Not residential, residential is where people live. Commercial is where people work and business is done. Hub. Hub means the center. On your car, the thing in the middle of the wheel is called the hub cap. It's the center. The hub of Sapporo is Chuoku. It's the center. The hub of cherry growing in Japan is in Yamagata. The gyoza hub of Japan is Utsunomiya. Someone told me Shizuoka the other day, but yeah, Utsunomiya. Operation. In 2 months, I will have to have an operation. Nah, I don't like that. The man had to have an operation to remove some gallstones from inside him. An operation is where the doctor does work inside you. These days they can do it with little. They can do operations a lot simpler than they could before. Operation, you go in. Surgery. An operation is having surgery, which we talked about before. Suffer. Many people in Japan, particularly at this time of year, suffer from hay fever. Kafunsho, hay fever. To suffer is to have pain, have distress because of something. If you suffer from something, you get distress and pain and worry from it. Ankle. I was running the other day when I started to feel a little pain in my ankle. Ashikubi, the thing which connects your leg to your foot. I know in Japan the whole thing's a leg, but in English we've got legs, knees, ankles, feet. The ankle, the foot bone is connected to the leg bone with the ankle. It's the thing which turns your foot. Sprain. As I was walking the other day, I put my foot on an uneven bit of ground and I sprained my ankle. To sprain is to twist your ankle. If you twist your ankle and you twist it too hard, you'll sprain it. It's hurting the stuff inside the ankle, stretching the ligaments. Concern. See, concern is a meishi and a doshi. I can't remember which one. So I'll talk about them both. Okay. Yuzuru HANYU sprained ankle was a concern for the coaches. Meishi. It's something which causes the coaches worry. The coaches showed concern about his ankle. Meishi also was. A concern is something which causes people worry. To be concerned is to be worried. I butchered that, didn't I? Never mind. Gradually. The 100-meter, men's world 100-meter record has been gradually getting lower and lower. So bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. Gradually means not pa, that means gradually. Workload. The workload of many men in Japan's economy is very heavy. The workload means how much work you have to do. If you've got a lot of work, you've got a heavy workload. If you don't have much work, you've got a light workload. You want to balance your workload. How much work you've got. Technical. There are Yuzuru HANYU's technical coach has done a great job in teaching him the finer points of ice skating. Technical means to do with the science of something. A technical coach teaches about the science, the way of doing something. A technical advisor, he advises about the method and the way of doing something. Relieve. I was very relieved when I saw the train still waiting at the station. To be relieved is to relieve dorshi. If you relieve someone of a problem, you lift the problem. Okay, so to be relieved is problem gone. Yeah, phew, relieved. Psychological. A lot of the battle to win an Olympic gold medal is psychological. Psychological is in the head. Okay, to do with the head, the way you think, your motivation, disappointment, psychological. If you have psychological problems, you have problems upstairs. Fit. I am trying to get fit because I am running the Toyoko Marathon on May 17th, which is my birthday. Fit means you're in a state where you can do exercise well. If you're fit, you're not overweight, you can run quickly, not get tired, you can play sports well. Everyone's trying to get fit. Stitch. When I was working as a teacher in New Zealand, I got hit in the face with a cricket ball, and the doctor had to put a stitch in my lip. A stitch is where the doctor gets the cloth, or the stitches in my clothes, yeah? Stitches, they sewed the clothes together. Eh? After I got hit in the face with a cricket ball, the doctor had to stitch the skin back together. Yeah. Only one though. Jaw. The boxer broke his opponent's jaw with a quick uppercut. This is your jaw here. No? If a boxer's got a weak jaw, they call it a glass jaw. No? So this is your jaw here, all the bottom part, your jaw. And Yuzuru HANYU hurt his. Staple. Sometimes a stitch just won't do the job. So the doctor gets a staple, a metal staple. Just like a staple you staple paper, a staple to staple skin together. And I think Yuzuru HANYU had one of them. Warm up. This is a noun. Before I start the marathon this year, I will do about 20 minutes worth of warm-ups. Warm up, A warm-up is an activity that is something you do before doing exercise or learning to get yourself ready to do your stretches, to get the body ready to carry out the main activity. Admit. The man was first to admit that he had been eating too much food in the last few months. To admit is to say, okay, yes, I know. To admit something to is accept that you've done something wrong. Okay? If you admit a crime, you say, I'm guilty, I did it. Cranial. After the man fell off his motorbike, he was only wearing a little small helmet, so the cranial damage was huge. Cranial means to do with your head. Cranial equals head. Back on track. Shinzo Abe claims to have got the Japanese economy back on track. Think of a train track. If a train's not on the track, is it going anywhere? No. Back on track means back where you should be, back going well, back going forward. So Yuzuru HANYU is trying to get his skating season back on track after the setbacks he had before. Successive. This year, the All Blacks are trying to be the first team to win successive World Cups. Success means one after the other. Yeah, 1, 2. I'm trying to think of some example of successive. Yeah. The cherry blossoms have come earlier than forecast for 3 successive years. 3 in a row, the cherry blossoms have come early. Global warming, man, it's here. Improve. I hope that listening to me run through this word list has helped improve your knowledge of the vocab within it. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Bye-bye.